Okay, hit record. Forgot I had my volume turned way down. Okay. So we have Zach needing addresses and email addresses for writing personal letters, which is their next writing unit. And Nate needing glasses, and Grace growing mold on food for a science experiment. Yes. Okay. All right, ladies, thanks for coming. And my clock is covered up. That's bothering me. There were hints after Chris got done with work at 5:30 where my voice was almost normal.
Yay.
So maybe there is a chance. Maybe. Okay, so let's talk Shamrock Spectacular. We all got an email today about Shamrock Spectacular. And if you were around for Week of Encouragement in September, it's kind of like that, but not as crazy because it's not just the one day of encouragement. Emily, did you do anything on the day of encouragement in September?
I don't think so. I did post on my Facebook group, but I don't know if I really did anything.
Well, because for the day of encouragement, they did,
We're downstairs.
I don't know if they called it Day of Encouragement. I think they did. No, it was called Ampersand Day. That's what it was called. And it was for the
Yes, I
week of
did do things on that day.
It
Yes.
was for the week of encouragement, but it was Ampersand Day. And we're supposed to submit gatherings that day. And it was such a nightmare, but we all survived. Kim says it's saying invalid code for her.
Are you on?
They can see me, but they can't hear me.
Let me.
Not everybody knows.
How do I find? How do I find? Where do I find the link to share with Kim again? Oh, never mind. Okay, good. Okay, phew. So Spectacular kicks off 9 o'clock Central Time, Friday, the 11th of March, and goes through 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time on March 18th. And they will have the same things every day throughout the week. It's not like Ampersand Day was in the fall, where you had to put your order in. I had to put the gathering in, or the host couldn't get the extra item, or I don't remember. All I know is that was kind of a nightmare. So I'm glad that this is the same for the whole week. But the big part is your hosts will all get an extra free item. I think there's 3 things that they get to pick from, and they're up to a $45 value. And last year they were not things that we currently carried in our catalog. So they're kind of like a once in a lifetime thing. Although I think the pillows came back later on. It was that All Creatures Great and Small pillow that I think was on clearance over the summer.
So they have one, or they have one, they can choose from 3.
I think that's what it is. One of
Okay.
3. That's what I heard. That must have been in a leader meeting, a leader call. Hey, Kim. But they have to hit 200. Their party will, a host party will have to hit 200 in order to get the extra free host item. And when you go to close their party, you'll have to put in what that item should be. So it'll say something like host exclusive 200 plus. And then there'll also be, you know, the regular categories of the host bonus, the host special 500 plus, the, excuse me, host credit, and the host half price. But then every guest who orders within a gathering will also get a free gift. They have not shared anything about what that will be. But like, we need Rhoda to take pictures of everything she got during the week of encouragement. Like this was one that I got. It was just a cute little clipboard gift on an easel stand. Rhoda got a lot of things during the week of encouragement as free gifts. I don't even know, like she had a whole bunch of these all lined up ones that she took a picture of. So we'll have to ask Rhoda if she remembers what she all got. But when someone puts in their customer, like when they put in their order through a party link, their free gift, their free item will just be sent to them automatically. We don't have to key in any kind of code. But if they order outside of the party link, they don't get a gift. So when you're talking about it, like in your groups or your Facebook communities, you just want to say, okay, and make sure that some hostess's link, because otherwise you don't get a free gift. Plus a random hostess if you want. Excuse me. So starting today, and now I haven't done mine yet. Let me see. Oh, let me tell it to share my screen. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Can you all see my homepage? My consult connection page? Okay. If you go to the registration tab, Pot of Blessings Booking Challenge, there are a whole bunch of other little steps that you can take. If you caught the Mary and Martha live training, was it Wednesday last week? No, Friday last week, when Tara was in her green shirt and her green hat. Talked about following the rainbow, and there's a whole okay, so did you submit your potential host list? We can share a screenshot of that. Did you watch the Shamrock training from last Friday? Each message you send someone about hosting, you earn a coin. I don't know exactly what they're doing. Okay, you earn 1 entry for every 50 coins, and top coin achiever receives a prize. Honesty system for coin entry. So then they're going to do drawings too. So it's not like I have 10 coins or I have 1 entry because I got 50 coins. You still might win because they'll do a drawing. Each conversation that you have, so if you end up going back and forth, I think Tara said like 4 back and forths. So it's not just I left you a message and I never heard back. That counts for 1 coin. But if you have a conversation, even if they don't book, that counts for 10 coins. Everyone who books by the 18th you get credit for those coins. And then if you do an in-home gathering, if you're launching a new consultant, and I think it tallies it. Maybe we have to tally it. I don't know. Oh, let's go back because I'm not really doing that. Cancel. Okay, so it says end date 3/1, but they're going to cut that off at midnight. So end date really means you have to submit it by midnight on 3/1, which you have to do it tonight. I'll tell you that. I don't know why. I don't understand that, but I know the end date is always as soon as the clock strikes and the calendar flips to that date, you're too late. You have to do it before. But then starting tomorrow, so if you have any gatherings booked and scheduled between the 11th and the 18th, you want to, in this registration tab tomorrow, you'll be able to go through and register those gatherings. And you can register up to 5. And when, from those 5 that you register, when 3 of them hit 200 in orders and are closed out and submitted by the 18th, then you get a prize for Mary and Martha. I don't know if we get to pick it. I think they just send us one. I think. Am I actually helping anybody, or am I just confusing you all?
Well, I have a question again.
Please do. Save me from myself.
This pot of blessings, when you, right, it ends on March 1st, which is tomorrow, but yet when you clicked on register now, it was like, if you have a conversation between March 1st and the 18th, I thought.
That was if you've booked any gatherings between March 1st and the 18th. So if you have any parties booked, you get coins.
Okay, so this, each conversation, each message, that should have already taken place.
Or you
Right?
can, bust some tail tonight to do some.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I understood that, because I thought I saw in here like March 1st through the 18th, and then you're like, we went back out and you said this closes on March 1st. I'm like, how does that happen?
Yeah, but now see, do you notice how it said it closed on March 1st, but the deadline is to enter is February 28th at 11:59 p.m.
Okay, so yesterday I did have a conversation with somebody, so
So then you
that
would get
counts.
10 coins counted for that.
Okay,
Now, I don't know. I don't know if I put in the number of coins or if I put in,
I think you put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You put in 1 and they'll give you 10 coins. They do the math.
that must be. Did I watch the training? Yes. I've sent 12 messages. I've had 4 conversations.
Yeah,
I just feel like it should, new bookings. Oh, here, there's a little arrow. Okay, so you put in not the number of coins, but the number of bookings. Now, if you should register one of your own gatherings to be your own host,
oh, yeah, okay.
because then you will get, when you get 200 submitted within your party, you can choose one of those extra host bonus or host free host gift up to $45.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And that can count for one of your 3 that needs to close at 200 or more to get a free gift from the company as well.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that reminder. So then really, each of us should have at least 2, because we should find at least one hostess
Yes,
and ourselves.
yes.
Okay,
But honestly, if you can find 3, then you can get, okay, let's say this. So last March was I'd signed up February 6th. So my month 1 was February and March. In February, I had 3 parties after I signed up and closed the month out at 2,500. And Christy, I looked after we were talking today. My March last year, I did 10 parties. 6 of them were during Shamrock Spectacular. 1 was before that. It was my launch party because I didn't even launch until I'd been with it for a month. 1 was my launch party. 6 were Shamrock Spectacular. And then I had 3 the rest of the month yet. And I closed at 4,000, what, 4,095. Yep. $4,095 in sales is what my March was. And that was because of Shamrock. And none of those parties were like huge, but there were 6 of them. So that was half of my, that was half. There's usually a really good extra incentive, like kit incentive or sale or extra item just for that week also. So it can be a good week kind of like when we did that, they did that booking blitz or what did they call it? In January with the tote. We might be able to draw some people with whatever extra free things they have. Christy, your picture was just like my life has been. I love the foot in the face. So right there with you, like that's been my day. So don't underestimate the value of these $200 or $300 gatherings because they really can all add up. Okay, what other questions do we have? I feel like I'm better at answering questions than just presenting. Nothing. Rachel, did they sing? Did you use your hymnal arrangement in church yesterday?
So we went through it after church just to go through it. We'll start it on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, I basically rewrote the liturgy, the music parts of the liturgy to something we could sing and use in a small church. So, but they all liked it, so that's good.
Yay. That's
So now I have to
awesome.
figure out how to get it like in some kind of a format that I can send it, because the pastor up in Fairbanks now wants to use it and possibly the pastor down in Soldotna. So I have to figure out how to get that to send to them, because right now it's like a bunch of PDFs, but I need to get it all in one PDF somehow.
Right.
I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
And I think even my parents' church in Nebraska, Emily, have you ever actually been to church in O'Neill? I know your friend goes. Yeah, there when church is full, there might be like 35 people there.
Right, yeah, that's
And
ours is
so-
full at about 45, 50. And
Right.
Pastor Strong from Fairbanks said, you have no idea how many pastors are gonna jump on this. So I don't know how to get it out there. I'm not asking for money for it. I don't want to do that. But if it can help another church, get the new hymnal, use the hymns from the hymnal and just be able to sing liturgy.
That's huge.
That's kind of what my goal is.
That's huge. I don't even look at I know you had said early in February, I'm probably not going to do anything this month because I'm so consumed with this project. And all I could think was, it's totally not doing nothing. That's doing so much. Like, that's amazing.
The last 2 weeks, I was up early by 7:30 and I did it all day. Sean did everything else for 2 weeks so I could get this done. And not just the writing, but the whole layout and the bulletin and everything else. So it was a big project to cram into 2 weeks. So
That's amazing. That's a huge thing you did.
it is. I'm going to send it to my brothers that are pastors.
Yes, you should.
And David especially, but he's got that small church in De Pere, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a big project.
Sometimes, there's been a lot of talk amongst the leaders about how February has been vicious. Like, it's been a month kind of unlike any other month. It's been probably the slowest new catalog rollout that people who have been with the company for years can remember. Kathy Chatta, our director on Team Joy, who's been with Mary and Martha for 8 years, finally got one booking on her calendar for February. I think on the 14th, she said, I just booked my first February gathering. So February was a really, really unique, crappy month, kind of throughout the company. Anne rocked it. Emily rocked it. I skated by the skin of my teeth. And I don't know. I don't know, but I'm excited for March because, raise your hand if you like free.
So Wendy, does the sale start on the 11th? Because I've been totally out of it. So I'm finally
Yes.
back in the real world today.
Yes, so they will, like they do with every sale, announce what it is at 9 o'clock Central Time on the 11th.
Okay,
And it
so
will,
there's
be-
nothing between now and 11th and the 11th as far as sales or anything go?
that's a good question. No, there is. Oh, gosh. On Thursday, a new sale starts. Wow, it's called Dress Your Door. And it goes from the 3rd through the 7th. Dude, I gotta get somebody doing something here, man. That could be awesome. Dress your door. Like that to me says wreaths, lanterns, doormats. What else would it be?
Maybe the planter boxes, maybe.
And did you, there was an update that the new tray with the leather strips is available. It's in and it will be on our websites tomorrow.
And the 100
the
prayers
three
to
prayers
share
to
friendship.
share. And there was, I want to say there was one other thing. Do you remember?
Yeah, I can look it up real quick.
Okay, I should share that in our chat because I didn't. And there's also a few other documents, PDFs that I could add to the chat as well.
Oh, the filled with, oh, that's right. The Filled with Joy tumbler, the Grace water
And the
bottle.
water bottle, yes.
Those are available now. The Daily Bread box. Oh, is that the
Yes.
little prayer box?
Yep.
the little-
So it's a short one.
Yeah, it's little. Okay,
Yes.
That's
yes.
available.
So everything but the planters that I'm dying for, the set of 3 that match the box. I'm so dying for those planters.
We're not there yet. I'm excited about this tumbler. I think I couldn't possibly need another water bottle, but I'm gonna get it.
Me too.
Too cute not to.
Yeah, okay, so there is a sale that starts Thursday and goes through Monday. And
Okay.
then Shamrock starts the 11th and goes through the 18th.
Are there,
And then there's another one that goes from the 21st through the 28th
oh,
called Prepare Your Heart and Home for Easter. And then there's another one that begins on the 30th, Flash Sale Kids Easter Offer.
Ooh,
Now, I'm hoping that they bring back the book. Where's my play set? Okay, I'm gonna have to search. But last year, they had God's Easter Promises. It's a board book. But then there's a set that goes with it. There was a
Oh,
play
cool.
set. And it went on low inventory literally within like 2 days. Because they did not expect to sell like 90 some sets within a day. Or I mean, like it was listed low inventory and then sold out within 2 days is what I should say. So I
wow.
would love to see those things come back because I had people who really wanted that play set last year. And it's wood, kind of like the wooden nativity set, but it matches, all the characters match the pictures in the book, the illustrations. So like it was huge. It was awesome. So I hope that all comes back. Wow. See, this is why March was so exciting last year because literally there is one weekend where there's, nope, that's not true. There's a sale through every weekend. I love that. I love that.
Which is
Yeah.
why they suggest, like, if you have a party, they suggest you like have a party on Thursday or Wednesday and leave it open until Tuesday so they get the weekend.
Right.
Or sometimes they even suggest 2 weekends, right?
Sometimes they do. Yeah.
But that's hard to do though. So
It is. It is. Dress your door. I'm so excited. Because my
We
current
we
host. is
start it
like,
on a Saturday and go till the following Sunday. That would give you 2 weekends, or Friday to the following Sunday.
Right. Yeah, just know that during Shamrock Spectacular, every party that you have has to be closed by the end of the day on the 18th. So if you have lives on the 17th, in order for the host to get that extra free item, she will have to close her party with you on the 18th. Even though theoretically all of her customers are going to do direct ship, so they would get the sale prices. She won't get her extra host item unless you close it out on the 18th or before.
So we need to do our consultant party link. We need that to be by the 18th then as well, right? If we
Right.
just have people autograph that, okay.
Right.
Oh,
And I know what I did last year, because I'm like, it just kind of stinks that, like, I feel so bad for my hosts because I couldn't get any more in during Shamrock Spectacular. And I just feel like somebody should still get something for free, even if they couldn't host during Shamrock. Excuse me. So I'm going to cover your host bonus item. If you book between, March 19th and March 31st. And it totally worked. I mean, obviously I got 3 more parties in March. So, and I knew I could do that because they can't get the host bonus item unless their party is $200 or more. And if their party's $200, I already get $50 in commission. So I decided I was okay with spending 14 of that on their host bonus item, because that still left me with 36. And that was if they only hit 200. And anything more than that was just icing on the cake. So, but if you're already giving the host bonus item for free, you might consider an extra $10 hostess credit or something. Sometimes the best way to do it is to tell the host, if you get someone to book off of you, I will give you $10 credit at their party that can go towards your half price item at their party. Because then the host does a little bit more legwork to find a booking rather than you having to. If you can follow me. Okay. Any other questions?
so do you recommend we book people during that Shamrock week?
Yeah.
Okay, just because of that extra gift?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, and then there's also, besides the extra gift, they do a pot of gold sale. And so I'm trying to remember how many items were on sale last year. Like there were a ton of sales. 3 pages. I don't know, Rachel, do you kind of remember?
I ordered, that's, I think, my first order,
It was,
actually.
that's when I first
was,
met you.
Yeah, and that's why I got the that magnet board, the Joshua 19 magnet board, because it was
Yes.
like half price or something like that. It
Yes.
was ridiculously cheap,
Yes,
some of the
because I had
stuff.
just gotten it and I'm like, guys, I'm never gonna get it for more than half off. And
I
it was
know.
like, if it was an $80 frame, I got it for 40 and they had it on sale for 30. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was like super cheap. That was the only thing that was worth like getting to pay the shipping fee for it. That was
Yes.
that, at the first party, I was like, well, I
But
can't.
then you got your Say Grace box.
Right.
how do you like
Yeah.
that box?
We love ours.
I love it. I love it. So I thought, I was worried about like theological things. There's no concerns at all. And then we added several in ourselves, but no, I love it.
It's the Say Grace, you said?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this one, right? Whoops, this one right there.
Yeah, okay.
My kids love it. I finally got it right after Christmas and my kids love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
So there
So
were good sales. There were good sales.
And I just
During that.
remembered, Wendy, when was that time where they called? Remember, like
That was
people-
ampersand day.
oh, that was ampersand day? Because
Yeah.
I did get a call. If you hosted a gathering on ampersand, okay, I couldn't remember if
Yep.
that was for that.
Yep.
Okay.
By the way, I love your shirt, Em.
Oh, thank you.
Rachel, I feel like I might own that shirt too. Your
This
shirt.
one?
Yes.
Yeah. I still have the other
Just
ones. I'm gonna make
ask.
them for you. I just got kind of sidetracked. So
That's okay. You have to tell me what I owe you because I never paid you yet either.
I was gonna
Oh.
ask if Rachel was the one that made the shirts for you.
Yes.
So can I put it in an order, Rachel, or not?
Sure. Yeah. Yes, I have a sweatshirt and another t-shirt that I want to make, Wendy, and a hat. Wendy, I have a hat for you too that I'm gonna
So
make.
Wendy and I only live like 25 minutes apart, so ship it with hers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
just
I'll
message
not
me after.
Totally not Mary and Martha related.
I'll take a
Flat
picture.
Stanley is coming home with Nate.
Oh,
I
set them up.
I think on Friday. But I do want to take him to Florida with me in April.
Okay,
So my goal is to send him to you right away.
okay.
And then.
We
so
did
he
that
can
for,
come back.
for someone else and it was so much fun. Phoebe and I took him to the coffee shop and we took him all over the place. He went to school with us.
Yeah, everyone else's flat has gotten to go, to Nebraska. Which is fun too. But I'm like, Nate's gonna get in. I'm like, too bad I'm not going to Cancun because Flat Nate could go to Cancun. Okay, he'll go to
Oh.
Florida.
Can I tell you a funny story about a Flat Stanley that I know or knew? I knew the grandparents, and the grandparents were on a cruise. And I don't know if it made national news, but it was a cruise that left Texas. And then everything went around. There was fire and smoke billowing, and from the, I don't know, or whatever. Anyway, it stopped working. The boat no longer was functioning, and it just started coasting. And Flat Stanley was on that cruise ship as it was going up in flames. And thankfully, they survived, but they were out at sea for way longer, and a tugboat ended up pulling them back in, and they were without food and power, and it was a little nutsos. But Flat Stanley made that trip.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, Nate, let's send Flat Stanley to Alaska. And he said, why? I don't get it. Mom, you know somebody in Alaska. Huh? I do.
I love doing stuff like that. So yeah, send it up.
I will. Okay, Zoom told me we only have 2 more minutes. So anything else we should cover? Either Mary and Martha or life, either, I'm fine.
I'm gonna try to catch up, Wendy. Sean's taking Phoebe to ballet tonight, so I'll try to catch up on that stuff and.
Okay, let me know if
so-
you have questions.
Okay,
It's been a long time since I scheduled calls with anybody, one-on-one calls too. So just let me know.
okay.
Where would we find that? I'm sorry, where would we find that Wednesday night video or the video about with the lady in green talking about?
I will tag you. I'll tag you in it. Otherwise, it's on the Mary and Martha Independent Consultants Facebook page.
Okay,
And it's probably pinned kind of to the top, but I'll
Okay.
tag you in it.
oh, take me, okay, thank you.
Yes.
I just have to say, Christy, your kids are adorable.
I
like
know.
the fact that they I like how kids are just drawn to the screen and they want to be seen. I love it.
Thank you.
We see you. I'm speaking through the background. I love
All
it.
right. Well, thank you, ladies. I know Rhoda was so sweet. She said, I don't know what to do. My priorities probably aren't right, but we haven't been to choir since COVID. And now after we had it in January, I feel like I should go to choir tonight at 6:30, but I've got your meeting. And I'm like, you should go to choir.
What a choir.
She's like, thank you. I'm like, go to choir. I'm not going to choir this week and maybe not next week, but you should go to choir. All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions or anything comes up, and know that no matter how your February went, tomorrow morning, everybody in the company starts at 0 and we all get to start over again for the month. So tomorrow you'll feel exactly the way every other consultant feels, even if tonight you're feeling like I didn't do what I should have done in February. It'll be okay.
Thanks, Wendy.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
Just remember to fill out that.
Yes, go do that
blessings thing
registration
tonight.
with,
Yeah.
yep, with the
Yeah,
points.
okay, all right.
All
And we
right,
can
That's
use that one
Central
host.
time or Eastern time, Wendy, the 11:59, or is it Pacific?
Pacific time.
Oh, yay. All right, good.
Yeah, Rachel, you got like half a day yet.
Yeah, I know.
All right, thanks, ladies.
All right,
All
bye.
Bye.
Thank you.